Hey guys, this is Andrew from Natural Academy, and today I'm going to be sharing some tips on how to boost your immunity. First off, if you enjoy this kind of content and you want to learn more about health optimization, you can check us out at Natural Academy on Facebook or Instagram. As well, we have a website, naturalacademy.com. And if you're interested in working with a naturopathic doctor, we offer one-on-one virtual telemedicine services. And if you'd like to learn more, we have free 15-minute consults. All right, so let's get started. First off, it's really important that you trust your body. You have faith in your immune system. Okay, it's an incredibly complex system, and there's thousands of things that could kill us on a daily basis in our environment. But luckily, we have an immune system. We don't have to think about it, and it just works for us. So as long as you give it what it needs and you have faith that it's going to work, it probably will. I wrote here #Wim Hof. If you guys haven't heard of Wim Hof yet, you should probably check him out. He's a remarkable human, and in the context of the immune system, he trained 12 people, and this is a well-validated study, trained 12 people who were injected with a bacterial endotoxin. So this is a piece of a bacteria that causes an immune response, and essentially they showed that through his technique of cold exposure, meditation and breathing, they were able to alter their immune system, which is pretty remarkable because prior to that, people didn't think that we had that ability, but you can't consciously control your immune system if you practice. So that's the number one thing. Have faith that it's going to work. Second off, it's important that you feed your immune system, okay? So you need to be feeding it the right things and avoiding things that are going to harm your immune system. The biggest things that hinder immune system function are refined and processed foods, especially sugar. Sugar is a great immunosuppressive, so stay away from those types of foods. And really, you can get pretty complex with diet, but to distill it down, eat real food. That's the most important thing you can do. It's as simple as that, okay? So stay away from the refined processed stuff. If you want to go one step further, so I call this the LSD diet, the local seasonal diet. So just eating whatever grows locally around you and eat seasonally as much as you can. Stick to real foods and you're going to be fine. Some key nutrients that you want to focus on are vitamin A, D, vitamin C, and zinc. So vitamin A, the best source by far is grass-fed beef liver. Other animal livers also store vitamin A, so it's tough to go wrong with organ meats. Vitamin D, primarily you're going to get this from sun exposure, UV sun exposure. In more northern climates, when we don't get UV exposure in the winter, you can get it through seafood, pastured egg yolks, as well as some dairy products, but I'd stay away from dairy unless you have access to raw dairy. Vitamin C, plenty of sources, mostly fruits and vegetables. Bell peppers are a great source. I believe acerola cherry is the highest source of vitamin C. And zinc, oysters is by far the best source. Pumpkin seeds are a decent vegetarian source. But as long as you're eating a well-rounded diet, you're probably going to be getting enough of these nutrients to support healthy immune function. And lastly, you don't want to forget about hydration. I kind of threw that in with feeding your immune system, but making sure you're hydrating with good quality water, spring water ideally, if not filtered, and make sure you're adding enough minerals and electrolytes to make sure you're adequately hydrating. All right, next one, getting outside. So there's plenty of benefits of getting outside, but here I wrote down two main ones. So sun exposure is extremely important. That relates to the immune system because your immune system, just like every other cell in your body, is regulated by a circadian rhythm. So your circadian rhythm is your 24-hour cycle based mainly on light exposure. There's other inputs, but light is definitely the biggest one to entrain that. And your immune system functions based on this 24-hour cycle, just like all your other cells. So it's important that you're getting outside first thing in the morning, watching the sunrise if you can, getting small breaks of sunlight throughout the day. And as well, usually when you're outside, you're moving. So movement is a great way to move lymphatic fluid. So your lymph system has a number of functions, but one of the main ones is intricately related with your immune system. And the only way that you can pump your lymphatic fluid efficiently is through movement. So get outside. Next up, prioritize your sleep. So I don't really need to explain all the benefits of sleep. There's far too many to cover in this video, but your immune system needs to recover and recover when you sleep. And if you want it to be functioning properly during the day, you need to be well rested. In order to improve your sleep, two big things: avoiding artificial light at night, as well as non-native EMFs. So artificial light at night, this is mainly blue light from screens, so telephones, TVs, LED lighting, that sort of stuff. Those are all potent suppressors of melatonin, which is your primary sleep hormone, and that's what gives you all the regenerative benefits of sleep. So avoid artificial light at night with blue blocking glasses. Okay, I like RA Optics, RA Optics. That's definitely one of the best brands available. You can use code Natural Academy for 10% off. As well, avoiding non-native EMFs. The easiest way to do that is to unplug your Wi-Fi at night. Make sure you don't have your phone beside your head. If you do, make sure it's on airplane mode. And another thing here I wrote is stop eating by 7 p.m. It doesn't necessarily have to be 7 p.m., but I would say that for optimal sleep quality, you need to make sure that you're done eating 3 to 4 hours before you go to bed. So you should probably be in bed by 10 p.m. if you want to maximize your deep sleep quality. So that mean period is between 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. So be asleep by 10 if possible. And if you were to give yourself 3 hours before going to bed, then that would be 7 p.m. But the earlier the better. Okay, next up, herbal medicine. So here's my mushroom drawing. Medicinal mushrooms are probably the best immunomodulators. So those are substances that don't necessarily stimulate or decrease activity of the immune system, but they modulate it. So they do whatever your body needs. It's pretty remarkable. You can't really achieve that with man-made substances. You only really find those in nature. So medicinal mushrooms are great. There's a bunch of different ones out there. Reishi, chaga, turkey tail, lion's mane, cordyceps, they're all good. You can also just eat mushrooms as part of your diet. So even like button mushrooms, shiitake, and other edible mushrooms, they also have similar effects, similar immunomodulating effects. So get your mushrooms in. And there's a lot of poor quality products out there that are just selling the mycelium and grain. So make sure you're getting something that actually has the fruiting body in it, ideally. As well, it should be hot water and alcohol extracted for many of the mushrooms. So look out for that. Two of my other favorite immunomodulating herbs are astragalus and Canadian or North American ginseng. So that's Panax Q is the Latin name. So both of those are excellent immunomodulators. Just make sure before you're taking those, if you're on any types of medications or have any health conditions, it's important to work with someone who understands herbs before you start taking these things. And they can help you with dosages as well. Supplements, I have an asterisk here because I don't think supplements are necessary unless you don't have these other foundations intact. So a couple of food-based ones I do like though are cod liver oil. So that's an excellent source of vitamin A and D, as well as some other things in there, some good fish oils. But that's why I like getting things from food, because they always have the natural balance. So if you were to supplement with something like vitamin D alone, vitamin D requires vitamin A to function properly. It's also going to increase calcium, which requires vitamin K2 to make sure the calcium goes to the right place. So you can't just be supplementing with isolated supplements and expect it to do what it will do with food-based nutrients. So get it from food when you can, but there is a time and place for supplements. Some people like vitamin C, glutamine, zinc, that sort of thing. But like I said, you can easily get vitamin C and zinc through your diet, as well as glutamine. Bone broth is an excellent source of glutamine, as well as other amino acids. So get it from food if you can. If not, then supplements might be appropriate. And last off, it's important to laugh, have fun, do things that you enjoy that relieve stress. So stress is another excellent immunosuppressive, similar to sugar. So make sure you're having fun, watch some funny movies, spend quality time with the people you love. And that's it. So take care of the fundamentals and your immune system is going to be fine.